Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a look at your 2022 IAME Cadet Champion-elect, Jesse Phillips. A few comments coming in on the live stream. Gillian Bennett saying good luck to Aaron Richardson at in this race. The whole family are supporting him. Now, Anthony Jordan comes into the commentary box with chocolate. My word, Anthony. But before we get started, Anthony, thank you very much for chocolate. I have a serious issue on the live chat. We will not be giving out shouts to people demanding them. So Jacob Baker, absolutely not a shout out for you, Jacob Baker. We will not give a shout out to you on the live chat, Jacob Baker. Is that correct, Anthony?
Let's sting the next race.
No, Jacob Baker, we won't.
My concern for you grows more and more as we continue through this day. Starting lineup then, George Edgar, Jesse Phillips, Kit Belofsky, Riley Crenham. First two rows.
Then it's Noah Baglin and Will Green, Henry Domain and Lewis Islin.
Row number 5, Jensen Graham and Henry Carter. They round out the top 10 from Aaron Richardson and Blair Smith.
Canice Grau and Ethan Woodward go from row number 7. Harley Musk and Jensen Ackerman on row 8.
Row number 9, Austin Newstead and Archie Lovick, Henry Clark and Colby Patterson round out the top 20 drivers.
Sky Parker and Luca Narroway on row 11. Laith Khan and Kaz Rakamiab on row 12.
Rounding out the field, Jarlath Sayar.
I will repeat myself one more time.
No.
Jacob Baker. We are not going to give you a shout out live on air, Jacob Baker. Right.
Behave and eat your chocolate.
I will do that in a moment. So this season, Kit Belofsky won the opener at Shannington. Jesse Phillips won at Warden Law. George Edgar won at Glenagorse. Belofsky won again at Rissington and Wilton Mill. Yesterday it was Phillips back on top of the podium. This is the last chance for Oliver Rowland Motorsport to prevent Fusion Motorsport from completing a 2-year win streak.
Let's see if they can do it. Into the tramlines then for the final time in 2022. Green flags out. Here we go. Great stuff from the entire field. One of the Jamie Green cars getting...
Green over the grass. Oh, that slows him down, but he gets there. Luca Narroway was going over the grass as well, and the Croc Promotions entry as well. 3 wide, and look at that. It's a team flying formation at the front at the moment. 2, 4, 5 Fusion karts, but Oliver Rowland Motorsport, they've got 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, what can ORM do? And it's Henry Carter, who started the heat stone last, making his presence felt up at the front. So it's game on at the front of the field between Fusion and Ollie Rowland Motorsport. There are the ORM quartet, and that is Carter, Domain, Baglin and Blair Smith.
Well then, that's Henry Carter running slightly wide there in the 72. Telling from his very distinctive helmet design there as the 27 as well dives to the inside. Jensen Graham, the man who qualified not too well at the start of today, but has been fighting back all the way through the heats. And now this final. They come to the start-finish line. How will they line up? It will be Edgar from Phillips, Belofsky, Cranham, Islin, Domain, Baglin, Smith, Carter, Graham, Woodward, Rao, Ackerman, Patterson, Richard, Lovett and Green, the top 17. I think I could have rounded that off a bit faster.
Well, there we go. I mean, Anthony, you're concerned about me and you give me more sugar.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. End of lap number 1. We're on lap number 2. A breakaway at the front. Edgar, Phillips, Belofsky. So, championship implications. Let's bring the current championship standings up on our screens now. Jesse Phillips, 1,012 points. George Edgar is now 5 points ahead of Jensen Graham. Graham, in kart 27, runs 10th. Edgar is your race leader. So, George Edgar can't improve on 987 points. However, Jensen Graham can improve. Every place he picks up, he'll start adding to his title tally.
Let's see what we can do. Where is Jensen Graham right now? He is 9.
So he's going to be dropping. His next worst score is, I believe, a 56. I'm going to shuffle around bits of paperwork here, but we'll come back to you on that one. We'll do some live maths in the commentary box for those of you that like countdown as well as karting. 7th place, I think that is. So it is Edgar, Phillips, Belofsky, Then a gap. Oh, there's Lewis Islin bouncing over the curbs, and he comes back across, and oh, dearie me, and Lewis Islin and Noah Baglin there having a disagreement. There's number 27 kart of Jensen Graham, looking like he's going to pick up a position. Kit Belofsky in third place has 980 points, so it's between Edgar, Graham and Belofsky for second, third and fourth in the championship. We'll keep the points on the screen to the end of this lap, because there's been a few changes of position, namely Jensen Graham moving up a position. Now, has that gained him any more points? Yes, it has. Gained him 2 points. Graham is now in 7th position, and so every position that Graham gains, he is going to add a point. So by my calculations, he needs to finish 3rd.
Yes.
If George Edgar wins this race, Jensen Graham needs to finish 3rd to take 2nd in the championship.
Let's see if he can do that then, as everyone running slightly wide out of the first hairpin there. And, of course, now the train starts to form again. Let's see what they can do. So, less than 8 minutes to go. And, again, you can just see their Domain just, again, tucking in now. Up into P4 is Domain. Phillips just in front. Belofsky's moved up into P2 now. So there's been chopping and changing all the way through the field as Henry Carter gets swamped there by the pack, as I think Kinish Rao and Islin coming through the field there. They'll cross the line. We'll update where those positions are. And if not, the points have updated as well. I think positions haven't changed much, but there's another point been added. So it's now 985 versus 987 between Edgar and Graham, as Graham now gets up into P6. So, a couple more positions. I think he's going to need to come, I think, 2nd, isn't he?
No, I mean, 3rd place will get him... No, 3rd place will be enough if George Edgar wins, yeah.
Okay. I'm not questioning your maths
but
here.
Kit Belofsky, he is now taking the race lead. This will help Jensen Graham. Belofsky needs to win and hope that George Edgar finishes down the order a little bit.
Just a little bit, though. We'll have to see what he can do.
There's Jensen Graham, number 27, fighting for 2nd. Now, Jesse Phillips, meanwhile, is just cruising around in 3rd place, minding his own business. George Edgar retakes the race lead. And there's Noah Baglin. So, Henry Domain is in 5th position. He's the best of the ORM drivers. Then, there's a running wide coming out of the final corner. That was Henry Carter running a little bit wide. Will Green's dropped back to 12th position. At the moment, Kanish Rao and Ethan Woodward are tied for 9th and 10th. Sky Parker was 11th in the point standings, but sadly, Sky is down in 21st place at the moment. So let's look.
Bit of work to do.
Edgar, he in the British Championship, George Edgar, 2 wins, 1 2nd place and a 3rd place. He has 5 top 10 finishes in the season. Belofsky, it's been feast or famine for Kit Belofsky. He's got 5 wins in the British Championship. That puts him, he's the most successful driver in the British Championship in terms of IAME Cadet race wins. Zach Drummond has 4 wins. Harley Keeble, Harry Burgoyne Jr. have 3. So Belofsky, a 6th win would just give him that bit of an extra comfort zone in terms of his role or his position as the most successful driver in terms of overall wins. But he has lost, I think, 2 wins this year through post-race penalties, which is why he is not your champion this year. And now George Edgar is just 2 points in front of Jensen Graham, because Jensen Graham has moved into, 6th position. Edgar continues to lead from Belofsky. They are clear. Then it's Phillips in 3rd. The reason we're not looking at them is because they're 2.5 seconds in front of the battle. There they are. 2.5 seconds in front of Domain, Cranham and Graham. That is going to make it difficult for Jensen Graham. So Graham can only get past another 2 drivers, which would put him in 4th place.
Yeah.
That would put him in a tie with George Graham for 2nd place. The tiebreaker is the best finish in the last race of the year, which would go the way of Edgar.
Only
if
what happens here
stays
how it is.
Correct, Anthony.
If that doesn't,
then we have a change.
then we have a change. So, and again, the points that you lose from first to second is 3.
Points. Yeah, 65 points for a win, 62 points for second, 60 points for third, and then going down in increments of 1.
1, yes.
So it does.
You knew that.
It does look as though at this time that Fusion Motorsport will complete the clean sweep of victories this year. You know, of the 6 rounds, 18 potential podiums, Fusion drivers have taken 16 of the 18 podiums so far this year. The only drivers to stop that clean sweep: Noah Baglin, second at Warden Law; Archie Lovett, third at Wilton Mill. Three and a half minutes to go. Kazra Kamyab under investigation. Luca Narroway update. Luca Narroway, sadly, is not going to get a top 16 finish after that problem he had on the first lap. He's down in 25th position. Henry Domain in 4th place. There is the number 5 kart. At the moment, Domain is on course for 6th place in the championship, so 1 place lower than last year. He's 5 points behind the GP plate holder Riley Cranham. Cranham is 5th. Cranham with only 1 podium to his name this year. 2nd at Glanagorse, but Cranham has finished in the top 10 in all 6 finals so far, and at the moment is on course to maintain that record by running in 5th position. Jensen Graham still in 6th position. George Edgar leads this race and has a 2-point advantage. So Edgar, if things stay as they are, Edgar does need to stay in the lead to beat Graham for 2nd in the title chase. Belofsky would move into a tie with Graham for 3rd. That could be very, very interesting. Kit Belofsky could snatch 2nd in the British Championship if he takes the win. Lots of machinations going on. At the moment, Edgar has 987 points, Graham 985, Belofsky 982. But with a 3-point differential for 1st to 2nd, if Belofsky took the lead, that would give him 985 points. It would give Graham 985 points, and it would drop Edgar back to 984 points. The tiebreaker, who finishes higher in the last race, that would go the way of Belofsky. So Belofsky at the moment, 4th in the championship. 1 move could be the difference between 4th and 2nd.
I think.
Oh, there's Kenny Scrow getting run to the inside there by Lewis Islin.
Yes, indeed. So it's all still heating up everywhere. I think with the minute to go, let's update the ladies and gentlemen at home. Remind you of what the championship standings look like then. Henry's been blurting out numbers, and you've all had a confused look on your face.
I have been absolutely speaking nothing but pure facts, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts.
As always, pure facts.
Exactly.
45 seconds to go.
Lewis is in with a warning flag as well. But eyes on these top 3, and of course to our champion-elect,
Jesse Phillips, indeed.
P3 currently.
30 seconds to go. The field quite spread out. Edgar Belofsky, Phillips lead by 3.5 seconds over Domain and Cranham, who are nose to tail. Then it is Graham 6. Jensen Graham at the moment can't finish any higher unless the 2 drivers in front of him starts to battle. Then it's Baglin 7th, Islin 8th, Round 9th, Henry Carter rounding out the top 10 ahead of Blair Smith, Ethan Woodward, Archie Levitt, Aaron Richardson, Will Green, Jensen Ackerman, Laith Khan, Colby Patterson, Austin Newstead, Sky Parker, Harley Musk, Jarlath Sayer, Henry Clark, Kazra Kamyab and Luca Narroway.
Timer strikes 0. Last lap board out this time around. Belofsky now takes the lead. Edgar down into P3. So what does this mean then for the championship points? It means that Belofsky goes up into P2 in the championship. Graham now goes up into P3 and Edgar falls to P4 now if they stay in this position. But
Jesse Phillips wants to go out on top with another win.
Oh, yes.
Can he challenge Belofsky? Belofsky has gone in that last lap. Belofsky went from 4th to 2nd in the point standings. Phillips to the inside defending. Edgar going around the outside. Edgar would give himself second in the championship if he can just gain a couple of one place. Now Edgar looks to the inside on Jesse Phillips for P2. He gets it, but Kit Belofsky is clear. And I think Kit Belofsky, that would give Edgar 2 more points. It would still be Belofsky P2, Edgar P3 in the championship as things stand. So, Kit Belofsky, it's going to be win number 6 in the British Championship for Kit Belofsky. He signs off his IAME Cadet career as the most successful driver in the British Championship in terms of race wins. Fusion Motorsport completes the season-long clean sweep of victories. Edgar and Phillips finish 2nd and 3rd. Cranham is 4th, Henry Domain 5th, then Noah Baglin in 6th, Jensen Graham 7th, Kanish Grau, Lewis Islin and Henry Carter round out the top 10. And in the championship, number 26, Jesse Phillips takes the title. Second is Kit Belofsky with 985 points. Third, George Edgar, tied with Jensen Graham on 984 points. Riley Cranham takes 5th in the title chase. Henry Domain 6th. The final provisional seeded drivers in 2022 are Lewis Islin 7th, Noah Baglin 8th, Kanish Grau 9th, and Ethan Woodward in 10th place. That has been the IAME Cadet 2022 season. Next year, the Oliver Rowland Motorsport team will go away now and they will work tirelessly over the winter, as will Jamie Green Racing, to keep, well, to try and stop the most successful team, not just in cadet racing, but in all of karting the last 10 years or so, Fusion Motorsport, from steamrolling the opposition one more time. There is your 2022 British champion, Jesse Phillips. And a congratulatory shake of the hand there from Kit Belofsky, your race winner. And there is Dan Parker and our social media person Liz there as well, getting all the reactions live as soon as they finish. Behind the fence there, that's the young lady with the Kit Belofsky social media manager. Now, if you go onto Instagram, look for Kit Belofsky. Kit Belofsky does some great little videos. I think they hired out Rye House for the day to do a load of little social media content. It's absolutely fantastic. Lots of little funny clips, which we should see more of. More drivers should do that, because those are the type of thing that can go viral and to bring new eyes onto the sport. So Jesse Phillips, well, he finished the CDC's Riley Cranham. There's the GP plate holder, Riley Cranham, and some of the other drivers. Now, that's the other driver there, the Fusion driver. That's last year's Fusion suit there. This year, they got the white suit. And again, I think the drivers have got options to change certain colour panels on the race suits. And of course, with so many drivers in the team, some of the parents, some of the mechanics might request a slightly different colour race suit to make the drivers easier to spot in a pack. Which again, when the Fusion team have got 6 or 7 drivers all running at the front, then yes, they do that. They have slightly different coloured race suits just to make them easier to spot from a distance. So congratulations to Jesse Phillips, to Kit Belofsky, to George Edgar, and to Jensen Graham, the top 4 in the 2022 championship. Anthony Jordan will be down on the grid in the paddock very soon to speak to our winner and our champion. And he will be speaking to them right about now.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down in Parc Fermé, we have our top 3 just around. Kit Belofsky, we'll start with you. Obviously, race winner in that one, and because you did win the race, you managed to pip 2nd in the championship as well.
It's cool. At least I got the best I could. Well done to my teammate Jesse over there. Win the championship, but that's my all stars for the year. and well, it's going to be an interesting one for juniors.
I mean, a fabulous result for yourself as well. Another race victory, and of course, another 1, 2, 3 for you in the Fusion team, of course. But you know, the championship ending now. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, what do we do now? And that brings us to the question: what is it for you now?
It's either OKJ or juniors next year.
Yeah. So that's going to be the change up for it. But again, it's been a tough season, but second place in the championship, I'm sure you can be happy with that. You get the number 2 that you can add to your cart for this one, but of course with the change up. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my sister, my mum and dad, Tommy Moffat, and well, everyone who supported me, and also Fusion Motorsport.
Brilliant. Kit Belofsky, congratulations on the final win of the year. Let's talk to this big man over here, George Edgar. George, again, fabulous race, fabulous year. You've had a tough championship all the way throughout. You finished the championship 3rd in the point standings, just 1 point behind Kit there. But, you know, a brilliant one. I'm sure you can reflect on a lot of good moments from this year.
Yeah, obviously we've had a win this year, and to finish 3rd in the championship, still good.
Yeah, it's a brilliant one, mate. Chin up, head high. You know, these championships, they come and go, mate. But, you know, there'll be more years. There'll be plenty of time to get that number 1. But, mate, you've done a fabulous year. You've had a fabulous year. You've done brilliantly in terms of driving, mate. You can have your head high. You've got your sister behind you as well. You've got all your family here supporting you. And, you know, there's lots of people here that will think you are the man who's going to win this championship next year as well. But, mate, who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Shock's Performance, All the Fusion Motorsport, and Jake Walker from Mechanicum.
Well, George Edgar, congratulations, well done. P2 here, you can enjoy the podium a little bit later on, celebrate with everyone for the 2nd place. Well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Let's chat then to 3rd place, and of course, our 2022 British Kart Champion in IAME Cadet, Jesse Phillips. The season's done, head held high, nice cheesy grin. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Brilliant year again, highs and lows all the way throughout the season, and of course you end the championship 1,010 points after drop score, so a pretty good achievement from yourself.
Well, yeah, I thought it was very good, and this last race was good to get a podium as well, so yeah. It's very nice.
A tough old race in that one, of course. And I think we'll introduce Stan Parker at this point, who will present to you your number 1 plate for IAME Cadet.
Congratulations, well done.
Well, a brilliant story for yourself. But Jesse, we'll say one final thing. Who would you like to thank?
Well, my mum and dad, Fusion Motorsport, Jake, Nessie, and from Aspire Sports. And yeah, all my family that came to watch, and my 2 dogs.
And your 2 dogs. What are the dogs' names?
Shelby and Max.
Shelby and Max. So this is for Shelby and Max then. Number 1. Congratulations, our 2022 Wera Tools British Kart Champion.
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff there for the IAME Cadet class. There is more racing coming up, and it wasn't said better than Kit Belofsky. The juniors are going to be exciting. It's Junior X30 coming up next.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to get the podium presentation underway for IAME Cadet, event 11 of the Motorsport UK Wera Tools British Kart Championship here at PF International. It's the 7th round of the season, the championship deciding round, and finishing in 3rd position, and your 2022 British IAME Cadet champion, it's Jesse Phillips. Congratulations, Jesse, on what is another podium clean sweep for the Fusion Motorsport team. Finishing in 2nd place in the final round of the British Championship. Last year's number 7 seed, I think he's this year's number 3 seed. It's George Edgar.
Oh, it's the wrong one. Is that the right one?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So George Edgar, hang on a sec, Jesse's got 2, Jesse, you've already got one of those caps on. Do you remember that? Oh, he wants to put, he's going all Tom Arm on us. Going all T4, wants the 2 peaks. 2 peaks, okay. Right. But now, let's introduce the winner of the final round of the 2022 British Cadet IAME Championship. He ends his career with 6 wins, more than any other driver, the most decorated driver in IAME Cadet. It's Kit Belofsky and his willing mechanic, Alex T. So Kit Belofsky takes his 6th British Championship win. I believe that he did some social media work. He did some Instagram reels that have been watched over 100 million times in the last 7 weeks. And a big good luck to his mechanic Alex T, running the London Marathon for Fab Kids next week. And trying to raise a lot of money for charity as well. So good luck, Alex. He started working with Kit Belofsky and he had hair longer than Kit Belofsky. 2 years working with Kit, and look at the haircut he's got on him now. But there is your podium for round 7 of the IAME Cadet British Championship. Your winner, Kit Belofsky, ladies and gentlemen. And Jesse, last one at the podium, please, one more time, your 2022 British champion, Jesse Phillips.